Now, it's a bittersweet moment for Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe as his coalition sweeps the polls for the country's upper house of the parliament. But Abe's constitutional reform agenda will have to wait. There were 124 seats up for grabs in the election, out of which the ruling coalition of the Liberal Democratic Party and the Komeito won 71 seats. Now, the upper house in Japan has a system quite similar to India's upper house Rajya Sabha. The members serve 6-year terms and half the seats are contested for every 3 years. The ruling coalition already controls 70 seats out of the uncontested half. Add that to the 71 that they just won, and Abe coasted through to a simple majority. This election reinforces the popularity of Abe, who is set to become the country's longest-serving Prime Minister this November. But the bitter moment for Abe is that his constitutional reform will have to wait. Abe has been trying to amend Japan's pacifist constitution and remove the no-war clause, which has been in place since the year 1947 and is quite sacred for the country. Even within Abe's own party, there is opposition to the proposed change in the constitution. Changing the country's constitution requires a supermajority in Japan's parliament. This is quite similar to what is known as absolute majority in many other legislatures across the world. The pro-amendment parties together garnered 81 seats in the election, but still fell short of the supermajority in the upper house. So, at least for the time being, Japan's constitution is set to remain a pacifist one. Meanwhile, details have emerged of the horrifying blaze that ripped through a Japanese anime company office, killing dozens. According to Japanese media, smoke spread so quickly through the building that a majority of the victims who had tried to flee through a rooftop door were unable to open it before they perished. The fire killed 33 people. 36 people were injured, some of them critically. Most of these victims are believed to be workers at the anime studio, which specializes in Japan's famed anime art style. Kyoto police said that of the 26 people whose autopsy results have been released, 20 burned to death, 3 died of carbon monoxide poisoning, and 2 suffocated. The cause of the death of one remained undetermined. A 41-year-old man was allegedly seen pouring fuel outside the building premises. He has been arrested as the prime suspect in the case. Apparently, the unidentified man put up shouts of "die" before setting the building on fire. Now, the wildfire in central Portugal continues to rage on. Over 1,800 firefighters are struggling to contain the blaze sweeping across the region. Out of the 3, one of the fires is still burning. Over 30 people have already been injured. 7 out of these are firefighters. One of the injured is in a serious condition as well. Authorities said that the wind was losing its strength during the night, and the army has also dispatched 20 of its soldiers to aid emergency workers. 14 airplanes and helicopters have also joined the operation. 400 vehicles have been deployed in one of the biggest mobilizations ever seen in the area. Civil Protection said some houses were destroyed by the flames but did not give a specific number. The Portuguese president has expressed his solidarity with those battling the wildfire, while authorities have not ruled out arson as one of the possible causes of the fire. They said that the existing wildfire and 2 other blazes that have been contained started around the same time. Police said on Sunday that a 55-year-old man was detained on suspicion of starting the fire. 2 years ago, in 2017, the region witnessed the worst disaster in its modern history. 64 people were killed and more than 200 people had been injured in the wildfires at that time.